Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And you're looking at two fine fellas that know where it's all happening.
Where it's all at. Where are we?
It's all happening at the zoo.
Is that a song?
I do believe.
Who sings that?
I do believe it's true.
I feel like you're making this up.
No, that is a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Simon and Garfunkle?
Yeah.
Why do you know so much Simon and Garfunkel?
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, I don't know.
You can call me Al.
You can call me,
sir.
Wasn't?
I mean, that was Paul
Well,
Simon.
that was just Paul
himself.
Simon,
Yeah.
so that wasn't Simon and Garfunkel.
No, but it's still the guy.
Like, have you heard Paul Simon's new shit?
No.
It's terrible.
Well, he's almost dead, so I would imagine he's out of ideas.
He made a concept album. Like, the first song that he released, I don't know why I know this. Apparently, I'm a big Paul Simon fan.
Listen.
Which, fun fact, I constantly get Paul Simon and Neil Simon mixed up. All the time. It is like, name one of them, I'm going to think the opposite. Yeah, like, I was a while ago. I don't know. I think it was when I had a Sirius XM trial. And it came up on one of the stations I was listening to. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is a concept album. And yeah, bullshit. And like the song's literally just about him being locked out of the venue of his concert.
Oh.
And like he tries to go in through the VIP entrance. And they're like, no, you can't come in. And he's like, Paul Simon. And they're like, yeah, but you can't come in. You know, like that means nothing.
Well, I mean, at least it's not another album about riding on a train.
Did he do an album about riding on a train?
Like all the Simon and Garfunkel songs.
All the Simon and Garfunkel?
Are just about going to the zoo and riding on the train and picking up whores in Fifth Avenue.
Oh, shit. Maybe I'm a Simon and Garfunkel fan.
Dude, it's pretty good shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the best stuff, see what you think.
Okay. Whatever really happened to Art Garfunkel?
Well, here's the deal. Okay. I don't know why we're doing this, but we're doing it. We're here.
We're here now, so here's where we're going.
I'm just going to tell the story.
Okay. Oh, you know the story?
Yeah.
Buckle up, folks.
You're looking at a fan.
So, point proven.
So, Simon and Garfunkel.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
It was an animal over there.
Ghosts?
Oh, mate. Ghost animal. I mean, we're at a zoo. Do you think? Okay, that's a sidetrack. That.
Not to get away from the
irrelevant
Simon and Garfunkel.
No. This is also important. I want to know that later. Do you think zoos are haunted by animal spirits? Yes. Right out of the gate. Yes. Like, how do you think that? Like, I mean, obviously, like they die. And then, like, would haunt the surroundings.
Step one, you die.
Step one is die. Yes, to become a ghost, step one is you die.
Right.
Step two,
what was the fucking gimmick in that Casper movie, where the guy had to go in like the machine. And
there's a machine. Well, that machine, I don't know if you know this, fucking murders you. That is not some like magical machine that just turns you into. No.
It kills you.
Step one to becoming a ghost. You die. You step into that machine, you're getting fucking murdered.
It's pretty... I'm going to stop right there.
Yeah. So, but like, I'm curious now. Like, what do these ghost animals do?
Well, okay. Well, it just kind of depends on your belief. Right?
Belief of what?
Your belief of the afterlife, this, that, and the other thing. Like, if you believe that, like, there's people under sheets walking around versus there's, like, force energy.
I mean, if I believe anything enough, it just becomes true.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know.
That's today's America.
That is today's America.
Yeah.
I don't know if belief system really plays into whether or not there's ghosts.
No, I think everybody. I think we all agree. There's ghosts.
Prove me wrong.
Right.
Prove me wrong. Prove that ghosts don't exist.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty, unless in a court of Twitter.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I
came up with that on the fly. I'm proud of that.
Good
but
for you,
but animal ghosts. Yeah. I want to get back to this. This is important. Okay.
Which, by the way, would be an excellent title for an album.
Not a band?
No.
Better album? Why album?
You could do a concept.
You could do a concept album about animal ghosts. I mean, I guess that's not too far-fetched.
If Stephen King could write a book about a pet cemetery,
you can do that. Oh my God. That's probably the best advice I think I've ever heard.
It wasn't even advice.
Well, it was to me. If Stephen King can write a book and have, 4 goddamn movies produced? Because wasn't there like Pet Cemetery 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Maybe 3. I'm sure there's a direct-to-video
I'm sure the
sequel
book's long
somewhere.
enough, yeah.
And then they just released a reboot or a remake.
Yep.
So think about that. He did all of that just on one stupid concept alone.
Of a pet cemetery.
Which, I mean...
So ghost pets.
So ghost pets.
And then zoo animals.
Zoo animal...
Well, okay. Do you become a ghost if... what's the criteria of becoming a ghost? Do all ghosts go to heaven? Or do just certain entities get to be ghosts?
Is the ghost world or realm, rather, is that just purgatory?
I think
because you're on... Yeah. Like you're on this plane. You're not above or below or whatever side you know.
Right. You haven't been unplugged yet from the Matrix.
Well, I mean, I think you've been unplugged. You're just kind of a ghost in the mainframe.
Right.
Yeah.
Some extra RAM.
Some extra. You're kind of like a virus.
Yeah.
You're not a part of the computer anymore. You're just kind of infecting it.
Yeah.
We're getting really fucking deep. I love this. Oh my, like you have no idea. Folks, we came in here with nothing, and we're giving you gold. You all need to subscribe and just give this show money. Okay, so the zoo. I mean, the goddamn giraffe's not back here, okay? It was here 5 minutes before the show started. Then we started the show, and the goddamn giraffe. Which giraffe is this?
Oh, that's
Tiffany?
No, it's Tajiri.
Tajiri?
Yeah.
Is there a fucking buzzsaw kicking somebody out in the back? I mean...
Springboard back elbows.
Springboard back elbows. He's looking for a wife to take home.
Exactly. So, trying to pick up them witches.
Trying to pick up... Oh. Okay. Where was I? Animal ghosts.
Reference.
Animal ghosts.
Right.
So, the ghosts... animals die at the zoo.
Yep.
Some of them have to become ghosts, right?
The worthy ones.
The chosen ones.
The chosen ones.
But do we as people, have you ever heard of a ghost animal haunting something?
Yeah, there's
the spirit of a dog.
Yeah, like the old Native American wolf spirit that roamed the forest.
I think that's different.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I feel.
Are you excluding me?
No, I'm not excluding you. I'm just saying I think that might be different from what we're getting at. I mean, or it's the same. I don't know.
Listen, bro, they were here first.
Facts. So okay, enough of that. But back to the animal ghosts. So, okay. So people can. Okay, we're gonna go with the assumption that people can see animal ghosts.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Is that what we want to go on? Or is that only exclusive to animals?
Are you trying to say that, animals aren't ghosts or just spirits?
No. I'm saying, like a ghost is a ghost.
Right.
Like there's no... Well, it's kind of a ghost,
well,
but not really a ghost.
But okay.
No, I'm saying ghosts are ghosts.
Right.
All ghosts matter.
Gotta be careful in today's day and age.
So, okay. Where the fuck was I going with this?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep going back to animal ghosts. So they've got to haunt certain zoos, right?
Well, I think it's kind of like a dog. Like you're not a dog guy, right?
I mean, I like dogs.
But have you ever had a dog?
I had a dog once.
What was its name?
Maggie.
Okay. Did you put it in a cage?
I mean, created it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted to get to.
Okay. Oh, you could have just asked me if I created a dog.
Did you create your dog?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the dog is drawn, people are like, oh, it's cruel. But no, that's like the dog's home. That's like the man cave.
You got to teach it not to shit in the house.
Right. Exactly.
That's basically what you're doing.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's its den.
Right.
In all intents and purposes. But the zoo animals, they're cages where they're dens. Yeah. Right? So it's kind of like the thing where if you have a traumatic experience somewhere, you haunt that spot.
Wait, if you have a traumatic experience and die in that spot?
Correct.
Okay, because I never understood the whole...
Well, no, you don't have to die, But it's like so I guess like the rule of thumb in ghosts, because I know nothing of what the fuck I'm talking about.
I thought it was no. Let's get deep into this. I always thought it was like, if you die in Cleveland, wherever you are in Cleveland, that's kind of like where you die,
right?
Because it's like the 13 Curves story where the newly married couple were driving down every 13 Curves section in America. Like there's one in Onondaga Hill,
right?
There's like one in Pennsylvania. There's like one in California,
right?
It's all the same fucking story. Like they crash their car, and then like on a dark night, you can see them like in that strip of road.
No, I don't
strip,
understand.
But like squiggly strip.
In all these stories where you're like driving,
right,
and you see something in the middle of the road, kind of thing. Whenever they do like a recreation on television or whatever the case may be, the person who's driving headlights are always off.
Right.
In the middle of the fucking night.
Well, like that was the 70s though, wasn't it?
I mean, that's fair.
Like the 80s were cocaine. The 70s were just driving without your headlights on.
And drinking while you're...
and no seatbelts.
No seatbelts and a can of beer in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have seatbelts until what, like 92?
I don't think they made them mandatory.
Oh, okay, so like, yeah, we'll just say like no cars had seatbelts until 92.
That's fair.
But the animal ghosts, so yeah, like it's like if you die in Cleveland, like your ghost haunts Cleveland.
Right.
It's not like if you have a traumatic experience in Cleveland, but then die in New Jersey, you go back and you haunt Cleveland. Like it doesn't work that way.
No, that is how it works.
No.
Yes.
How so though?
Because like that the whole point is that your spirit or whatever the fuck is trying to recreate that moment of whatever that they regret or whatever had the most energy output at the time. That's what their spirit is drawn to. So that's like motherfuckers that like I was saying with the train, like there's this famous story of this woman who ghost woman. I mean, I don't want to assume any genders or anything, but like she's trying to meet somebody at the train tracks and get stood up.
Okay.
Story. So like you see her spirit waiting at the train tracks, even though she died in fucking...
See, I feel like that story is bullshit, though. I feel like that's just some shit that people use to try to scare other people.
I mean, I'm scared.
Well, you should be. But I'm saying, like, if you... like, it's
a frightening story.
Because, like, it's when your death is tied to a certain location or a certain object or, like, an area of the house. Like, that is where your spirit gets tied to.
Right.
So, like... whether you become friendly, a friendly Casper, or like
with your death machine,
or like with your death machine, or like an Annabelle creation, and you're just like a haunted doll,
right?
Like going around murdering people, because that happens, I'm sure.
Yeah,
like it's got to be tied to location or like object.
Location or object.
So like,
well, it's that goes back to the energy theory.
No. Because you're saying that like you could, like I got hit by a car, but I walked it off, and then I died in L.A. But I want to go back to that spot in Pennsylvania. Like no ghost is doing that when they're out in California. Are you kidding me? Look at the sun.
But dude, it's like the Beetlejuice effect. Like if we're going by Beetlejuice rules here,
what are the Beetlejuice rules?
Well, that couple couldn't leave the house. They were confined to the area. So it's not like the ghost gets to choose.
Yeah, but they walked back.
Otherwise, fucking Disney World would be full of fucking spooks.
I feel like that's different though. The Beetlejuice rule doesn't necessarily apply because like they still walked back, and plus like the death world in Beetlejuice. I mean, like they had sandworms.
Yeah, bro, those are real.
Yeah, I know. You ever fuck with a sandworm?
No,
you don't want to mess with them. Good.
I ain't dead.
But you can still go to that plane. I just want to say you guys are arguing about ghosts is just ridiculous. Or you know what? This is important.
Yeah, we're doing this right before we go see the pandas.
Yeah, well, the fucking giraffe still isn't here, so we got nothing else to talk about. But okay, no. I see. Beetlejuice is bullshit. Let's just be real, okay? Beetlejuice is bullshit.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's got Michael Keaton in it.
Like, you can't go wrong.
Like, you can't go. Nice fucking model. I remember when I was like 8 years old. I'm like, that's the best shit ever. I used to do that shit. Like, oh god, so good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna work with.
Okay.
Your spirit, when you die, just haunts the surrounding in which, like, where you died, or it could be tied to an object, which then could be transported to another location.
All right, for the sake of argument, I'll roll with it.
So, animal ghosts. If an animal dies in the zoo, it has potential to haunt that zoo.
Here's the thing. I think though we were arguing the difference of what we were just arguing, I think we would have both ended up at the same place with the same argument. Because I was going to say, yes, the animal would haunt the zoo.
Right, but we got sidetracked, and that's, common. So, okay, but now, like, ghosts don't typically haunt during the day.
No, it's like...
Because a lot of times it's
too hot.
It's too hot, it's muggy,
right.
They don't have the sprinkler system working, the ice cream machine ain't working, all you got is Dippin' Dots.
Right.
And even though it's the ice cream of the future, it's still a bunch of bullshit.
No,
too many...
It's the ice cream of now. The future is now.
No, man. The future is the future. Now is now, okay? The future is not now. The future can't be now.
Yeah, but the future back then is now.
Well, yeah, because yesterday is now Well, yesterday is now yesterday. Today is today.
All my troubles seem so far away.
Who sings that?
That's Paul McCartney.
Oh. What's he up to these days?
Oh, he's alive.
Oh. So he's not a ghost?
No, he's still touring.
Do you think Lennon's a ghost?
Which one?
The walrus one.
Cuckoo-ca-choo,
man.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he's just haunting Paul? Like, all the time? Just kind of trolling him?
He'd be like, I can't believe you let the pedophile buy all our rights for
our Jesus. I forgot that happened. Oh, God. He's probably vengeful. See, I feel like vengeful spirits have the ability to travel further.
They got more energy.
More
piss and vinegar.
Right. But ghosts are ghost animals. Animal ghosts.
Right.
Because I feel like they're not coming out during the day.
No.
Right? So, like, high traffic, times throughout the day, like, you're not going to see them. Kind of like, middle of the day, if you got a haunted house or a haunted room, you're not hearing too much activity. It's usually at night when you're the most vulnerable.
Of course, because you can't see anything.
Right. So, really, like, the only things that are seeing these ghosts are the animals.
Right.
And they can't talk.
You don't say.
So, like, how do you know? Like there could be a goddamn rhino standing next to you when you're out looking at the penguins.
Uh-huh.
But you never know. But you know who knows? Those fucking penguins. And they're not saying shit. So you can't trust a fucking penguin.
It's dressed too fancy.
Just too fancy. Yeah, who dresses like that?
Yeah.
In this weather? Come on.
It's nice out, isn't it?
So we've accomplished ghosts, and this fucking giraffe still ain't here. So tell me about this Art Garfunkel thing.
Oh, right on. So the deal was
right.
Wait, what?
Why? What was it? Like, do people like him?
Who?
Art. I can't tell you a single Art Garfunkel song. Did he even make music after Simon left him? Who dumped who in that relationship?
See, then that's the big question.
Oh, is there a debate?
There is a debate. So here's the story.
Okay.
So back in I think this happened 70s or 80s, one of the two.
All right.
2 decades, in between.
Headlights or cocaine. You got one or the other.
One or the other. So they were becoming big stars and very popular and this, that, and the other thing. And so with that, they got offered both of them got offered roles in movies.
In movies?
In a movie.
What movie?
I can't remember the name of it. But so they both got offered roles in the same movie, and
was it like for the same role?
No. They had two completely separate parts.
Okay.
In the movie, but they were both in the movie.
Sure.
And what ended up happening was Simon ended up getting cut out of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heat.
So, yeah, that's basically the story is that, so Garfunkel kept, going on to make the movie. And while he was gone, Paul Simon wrote a bunch of music.
He's still got to work.
Right. Well, the Only Living Boy in New York is about that situation. Like, that song is about that situation.
Oh, man.
And so basically that ended up starting the rift, and then the rift just kept going. And then, they...
So wait, who was mad at who in that situation? Because it just sounds like they both took separate jobs.
Well, I think it was... Obviously, Paul Simon was like, what the fuck? I got cut out of the movie.
Well, don't be a bitch, man.
Well, then you also don't know how much was Art like, you stupid fuck.
Oh, was he that kind of dude?
I mean, I don't know. I never met the
70s.
guy. It was the 70s. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Just saying.
But anyway, so like the rift just kept going in between them, and then they split, and one of them ended up having a career. And then they did a reunion show very famously in Central Park, and it's like the first time.
This was like a few years ago, wasn't it?
No, I think they did it again.
Okay.
But, dude, they did this on video. It is fucking awesome for two reasons.
Okay.
Two reasons. They're nowhere near each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like for most of the concert.
Like separate sides of the stage?
Yes, but it's in Central Park, so once like the sun went down,
right,
then they started getting closer together. But there's this one song they do, and I can't remember if it's the last song or second to last song. It's close to the end. It's The Boxer.
Okay.
And you see this. It's my favorite fucking thing in the world. So obviously, like I had said, Paul Simon had a career.
Right.
Art Garfunkel did not.
Did not.
So you kind of know who the boss is in this situation, okay?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So they're playing the song, and what they were going to do is the song starts, and they have the first line, and then a pause, and then the rest of the verse.
Right.
Art Garfunkel forgot the pause and just kept going.
Oh!
And the fucking look that Paul Simon gives him,
right,
the stare of fucking death that is recorded on video for everyone to see.
So look that up, kids.
Fucking awesome. It's The Boxer, Simon and Garfunkel in Central Park. It is fucking awesome.
But like, did he have fans? Art? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He was annoying.
I don't know if people were like... Because you know how, like, when the Beatles split, like, some people went with John.
Mm-hmm.
Some people went with fucking Paul.
Right.
Like, nobody went with the other two, apparently.
Well, George had a following. Nobody wanted to go with Ringo.
Nobody. Why is that? Why does Ringo get... Because I always feel like Ringo's kind of... He's the
butt of the joke.
Yeah, he's the butt of the joke.
It just has to do... Well, it's a couple things. It's always the stigma of, like... nobody takes pictures of the drummer,
right?
Kind of thing.
Okay.
And so, like, you're always in the back. You're never in the spotlight. So, out of the four most fucking famous people in the entire world,
right,
bro, you're fourth famous.
Oh shit.
That's just the way it goes.
Okay.
So, also, like, he would get like a pity song on every album.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, like, usually most of the Beatles albums, you got Paul and John singing probably 80%,
like 80%,
and then like they'll give George like maybe one or two songs, and then Ringo they'll let him sing Octopus's Garden and like have a good day. just like
all bubbly bullshit.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
So nobody likes Ringo.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen. There's only two of them left, so he won. In the end.
Oh shit! You think he's just like?
Well, and it's weird because like him and Paul never are together on anything.
I mean, some things.
Well, it's weird because
it's like they're not doing like a big Beatles,
right?
Promotional.
And I'm just saying,
pick.
Guys, just once before you're both gone. Come on, just one time.
I would say, yeah. Like, you know how much fucking exposure that would get. Like, if it was just the two of them, and then they just keep bringing on guests to play through, like different Beatles songs.
Like the fucking Foo Fighters did with the Nirvana thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they had a bunch of
at the Hall of Fame.
No. They did it at a concert, too.
Oh, okay. I mean, because I know they did that at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Where Dave and Chris, and then I think it was Pat Smear, too. They just had, like, singers coming in and doing all the Kurt stuff.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
That was cool. It was different.
It was, yeah.
I knew nobody they brought on at the time.
Right.
I was like, I don't know who the fuck.
And obviously, it's not the same. It's like going to see Queen. Like, you're not seeing Queen.
You're not really seeing Queen.
Right.
Yeah, because Queen was pretty much Freddie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like
Freddie and the guitar player, whatever his name is.
I mean,
I forget his name.
You know, like, let's be real. It was just Freddie. Like, if like, take away all of Queen, because you can just get a studio band.
I mean, I guess.
You know, Freddie was like a lot of bands are like that, especially like older bands.
Oh, studio bands?
Well, like, there's one person that makes the band.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Van Halen sucked, except for Eddie Van Halen.
Well,
like, Eddie Van Halen is the only redeeming thing about Van Halen.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Oh, okay. Let's do.
That's not where I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna do the Roth or Hagar argument.
No, because they both suck. David Lee Roth. First of all, listen. If you want to meet me out in the parking lot, we'll meet out in the parking lot and have some words. Van Halen is one of the most overrated bands in the history of rock and roll. If it wasn't for Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing, that band does not exist.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because, like, the fucking David Lee Roth's, like, high on cocaine 24/7.
We're gonna get a little bit hot tonight.
I'm your ice cream man. Like, like, fuck that bullshit, man. Woo! And then, like, they brought in Joe Schmo for, like, a week.
Right.
And then they bring in Sammy Hagar. It's like, look, man, I didn't give a shit about you when you couldn't drive 55. I don't give a fuck about you now.
Mas Tequila.
Oh, my God. He is the Guy Fieri of rock and roll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like almost every thing has, like, their Guy Fieri.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, come on. It's just like... Like, dude, Sammy, just, like, go drink your tequila and leave me alone,
right?
Man. Like, just Montrose was pretty good, but, like, go away, dude.
Who's the guy of the movie business, do you think?
The what?
The Guy Fieri of the movie business.
The Guy Fieri of the movie business?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
It's a tough one, right?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Come back to me. I'll figure it out. But, yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot of these bands out there, like... Especially, like, the older ones who, like, you listen to, and there's always, like, the one person or, like, the one key element that stands out.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually really surprised. And I mean, I guess there was more to it than what I might be aware of. But, like, when John Bonham died and Zeppelin was just like, we're done.
Right.
Like, I mean, I guess that was more like, oh, our friend died. And, like, we don't want to keep doing this.
Right.
Even though, like, they all still kept playing music.
Right.
Like, I mean, come on, guys. Like, again, Robert Plant by himself. Robert Plant with Van Halen. Oh, or not Van Halen. Robert Plant with, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We might have stumbled upon something here. Because Plant and Eddie together? It would have been a weird dynamic, but I think they could have made it work. I think you could have gotten some high energy out of that dude.
I mean, probably.
I mean, like, I feel like Robert Plant is just more tame David Lee Roth. Because, like, when you break it down, they're both kind of singing about similar stuff.
Yeah, but, like, if you're talking about, like, the voice style.
The voice style is completely different.
He's more like Hagar, if you're talking about the voice style.
No, Hagar is more like...
No, he's more Hagar. Well, he's more Hagar than Roth.
He is more... Okay, I'll give you that. He's more Hagar than Roth. But, like, at the end of the day, like, they're both singing about, like, fucking and just, like, nonsensical bullshit.
Well, yeah, it was the 80s.
Well, I mean, cocaine.
Cocaine.
You know,
70s and 80s.
The 70s and 80s. Yeah. So no headlights and cocaine. It's probably a great time. Where was I going with this?
That's a real fucking good question.
Oh, bands that have like the one key element.
Yeah.
But then there's like bands like fucking Mötley Crüe, which I feel like when you listen to them, that's like a whole unit.
See, I just think of Tommy Lee's unit.
It was dick?
Yeah.
He had a big dick.
Yeah.
You think he still's got a big dick?
I don't know. When
was the last time you saw Tommy Lee's dick?
I don't think I ever have.
You never watched that porno?
Like, I've seen, like...
You've seen the video.
I've seen the video.
You've seen the video. You saw his dick.
Well, maybe.
It's not gay to say you saw another man's dick. I mean...
Listen, bro. That's not what I'm worried about. All right?
Okay, I don't... Some dudes are insecure like that. Listen, I've seen a lot of dick.
Very secure.
Hey, man. Like... Good for you.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. But yeah, so like a band like Mötley Crüe, like I listen to that and I'm like, this sounds like one complete unit.
And like shit.
Well, okay. I mean, I'll give you that, but like, Mötley Crüe's better than Van Halen. Yes, Mötley Crüe is better than Van Halen.
Well, give me Crüe's greatest hits.
Greatest hits, Live Wire. Fucking, I think it's overplayed, but Kickstart My Heart. I think it's overrated.
Kickstart My Heart's good.
But Girls, Girls, Girls,
no,
which I don't really like. I love their version of Helter Skelter.
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck? There's more. Too Young for Love.
Okay.
Shout Out the Devil. It's a great fucking riff.
Okay. It'd be close with the hits for Van Halen too, man.
What hits did Van Halen have?
They had Panama.
Okay. Panama's good. I'll give them that.
Jump.
Hokey.
They had the song from Twister.
The song from Twister? What song was in Twister?
Humans Beings, I think.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
It's the song that's playing when
is this Halen or Hagar?
Hagar.
So this is Van Hagar. I don't count anything by Van Hagar as a Van Halen greatest hit.
Dude, it was in Twister.
They had a song in Power Rangers. It still sucks. Like, I will say this. Dave over Sammy.
You know, for a very long time, I would have disagreed with that.
Yeah?
But more recently, I've come around to the David Lee Roth stuff.
I don't... The other thing about Van Hagar is like Van Halen, David Lee Roth era, more of a complete unit because you had Eddie's guitar playing,
right,
and Dave's fucking bullshit on stage.
I like how I like how you said how much you didn't like them. And now you've just been sucking their dicks.
No, I'm not sucking their dick. No. Well, like I'm trying to be fair too. Okay. So I will say, like, I still don't like the band, but like I can recognize that those two together helped make that band a complete unit.
Sure.
Whereas when they brought in Sammy, it was really just Sammy.
Right.
You know, because it was like his vocals just overpowered everything.
Right.
And plus it just wasn't like, I'm not into the whole, like let's take a band that fired their lead singer and then just like bring somebody on.
So you're not into that Mark Wahlberg movie?
Rockstar?
Yeah.
I never really saw it.
What?
I never saw the whole thing.
Oh, that was a staple in my youth.
I saw I saw most of the beginning. I saw like most of him when he was like playing on stage. And then I saw like the end where he like hands the mic off to Miles Kennedy and goes and plays like the coffee shop at the Central Park.
Right. He looked like the guy from Creed.
Yeah, which is dumb.
Yeah.
That's another shitty band. Fuck that like post grunge bullshit. But wait, hang on. Wait,
the 2000s, folks.
So the Van Halen hits.
Yes.
You said Panama, Jump, which I think is hokey. What else you got?
The Humans Beings from the Twisters movie. But
bullshit.
Are we just talking?
We're talking about David. David only.
Let's see. Those were the two. Pretty Woman.
Dude, come the fuck on.
It was a hit.
That Dave.
Running with the Devil.
Okay. I'll say this: "Running with the Devil's a great song."
Yep.
Panama's okay.
You gotta be in the mood. If you're in the mood,
it's a good.
You're just like,
yeah, it's like when you're just ripping lines of cocaine and doing shots. It's a great song to do it to. And I'll say this: Eruption into Hot for Teacher.
Yes.
Wait, no,
Teacher.
no, wait, it's not Hot for Teacher. It's
that was another hit.
No, it wasn't Hot for Teacher. It wasn't Hot for Teacher. It was it was Eruption into Girl You Got Me Going Now.
Yes.
Yeah, because like Eruption into that opening guitar riff is just like, holy shit. Yeah. But again, that's all Eddie. The moment Dave starts singing, I'm just like,
okay, but I think we can now, going through that list, I think we can both agree, fuck that Mötley Crüe bullshit you were trying to pass earlier. Van Halen's a way better band than Mötley Crüe.
No, as a complete unit, Mötley Crüe is way better.
Yeah, but dude, if you're looking at just the songs,
Halen's got like 3 songs. They got like 3 songs.
I don't know.
I'll give you 4.
I'll
give you Hot. If
I've got 2 discs in front of me, that's a Van Halen's greatest hits and a Mötley Crüe greatest hits. I'm going Van Halen all day.
I'll give you Panama.
Okay.
I'll give you Running with the Devil.
Okay.
I'll give you Hot for Teacher.
Yep.
I'll give you Eruption.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you half of You Got Me Going Now.
Okay, so what's that?
That's 4.5.
4.5.
4.5 hits.
Okay, so for Mötley Crüe,
you got Livewire.
Uh-huh.
You got Shout at the Devil.
Okay.
You got their version of Helter Skelter.
That's a cover.
That's still Van Halen did like 800 covers. What are you talking about? You listen Pretty Woman.
Listen, man, I'm trying to win.
I'm sticking with Mötley Crüe.
Okay.
I'm sticking with Mötley Crüe on it. They were just a better all-around band.
Question.
What?
What the fuck are we talking about?
We're talking about... The goddamn giraffe isn't here, so what are we going to... We're talking about goddamn Art Garfunkel and bands from the 80s that, weren't complete units. Because fucking Queen... Because Queen was just Freddie Mercury. Name every other member of Queen.
You got that bass player that looks weird.
That's not his name. I'll wait. I'll wait.
You got the Queen.
Fucking Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Harry. They just had a baby.
Yeah, they had a weird name, right?
That's not. That was my grandfather's name.
What was it?
Archibald.
Oh. Not weird at all, then.
No, it's not a weird name. I actually quite like the name Archibald.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Well, Archie.
Ooh.
Oh?
Yeah. That reminded me of something.
Well, we got another 20 minutes left, so why don't you go ahead and tell us, unless you don't want to tell this story.
No, it's fine. Did you see that they announced that they're going to be doing an All in the Family recreation?
I thought I saw something about this.
Yes. So they're going to be doing a All in the Family recreation. And guess who is playing Archie Bunker?
Fucking Adam or Alec Baldwin?
No.
Who's Roseanne?
I mean, that would be amazing. Probably the most underrated actor in Hollywood. Who's the most underrated actor in Hollywood?
I feel like I should know this. Had you asked me this any other day, I would have been able to tell you.
Yeah.
Who's the most underrated actor in Hollywood?
Woody Harrelson.
I did hear this.
Yes.
Okay. I thought this was like a fantasy casting.
No, apparently they're going to do it.
Are they really going to do this?
I think it's like for some sort of anniversary show.
So is it going to be that kind of like a one-off?
Yeah, it's going to be like those stupid ass live productions they do at Thanksgiving of
they do
play
live productions at Thanksgiving,
or whenever the fuck they do them.
Like the live musicals.
Yeah.
Oh, they should. Well, I was going to say they shouldn't do that, but apparently Woody Harrelson did an entire movie live. Did you hear about this shit?
No.
Yeah, he did an entire. Like he did it was like a 2-hour movie, all one take, all live.
God damn, he's a genius.
However, it almost got fucked up.
Oh yeah,
because like I think it was like the morning of or like the night before, because it was taking place in London.
Okay.
Like the morning of or the night before, they found a bomb from like World War II.
What?
That was like wedged under a bridge. So they were like, let me see if I can actually, I don't know if I can look this up in
So
time,
they're like, shut the city down.
Let's see. Woody Harrelson live movie. I'll just do bomb because I'm sure this will come up. Woody Harrelson shoots live movie hours after World War II bomb discovery. This was like 2 years ago.
Holy shit, that's super recent.
His movie Lost in London was filmed in multiple locations in the capital in the early hours of Friday back then.
So he had to block out a whole movie?
He had to block out an entire movie. Like it wasn't like a soundstage or like a studio.
It was on the street?
It was on location. Like he had other actors ready to go in different locations. Like he had taxis ready to bring him.
God.
Dude, like think of the fucking mental like circus you got to perform to go through this.
That's a one take.
Yeah, and a cinematic first, the film was shot in 100 minutes, single take, and broadcast live to 550 U.S. cinemas and one in UK.
That's amazing.
Even though it was filmed in the UK. But the project was almost derailed by the discovery of a suspected World War II bomb just hours before the shoot. Waterloo Bridge, where the closing scene of the film takes place, was closed for a few hours but reopened just in time for the live shoot to go ahead as planned. Speaking after the filming ended around 3:40, Harrelson was incredulous at the timing of the bomb discovery. That thing has been there for 70 years, and they discover it tonight? That's impossible. Lost in London was shot on a single camera, involved a crew of 325 people and more than 300 extras who had been rehearsing for 4 weeks prior to the filming. I would never do this again. No way. It felt like walking on a high wire, he said. There were no major gaffes, although one actor walked out of a scene, forcing Harrison to ad-lib during a phone call until the character returned. Well, shit. It felt like 5 minutes. It was only a matter of seconds, but boy, those were some painful seconds. The film was screened in one cinema in the UK. The comedy plot is loosely based on a real-life night that Harrelson had in the Capitol in 2002, in which he ended up getting arrested and spending time in a police cell.
Isn't he the best?
Dude, he's
a goddamn national treasure.
He goes out there and he just gets shit done. Like he always seems to be attached to these projects that you would never really expect to see him in that sort of role.
I know.
But then you watch him and you go, oh yeah, no, this makes total sense now.
Yeah.
Like Zombieland.
Right.
That didn't make sense to me. And then I watch it and I was like, oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
And like you go back and you watch, like Natural Born Killers. Mm-hmm. And you're like, this is that motherfucker from Cheers?
Right.
What? Like the big doofy dude from Cheers?
Yeah. And then, of course, our personal favorite movie.
White Man Can't Jump?
White Man Can't Jump.
Have you ever seen The Money Train?
The Money Train. I might have. I don't know.
It's basically like a spiritual sequel to White Man Can't Jump.
Really?
Because it's him and Wesley Snipes. Man, we should watch The Money Train.
Let's do it.
Dude, it's a good fucking movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christy, would you call that one a oneer? Yeah, goddamn right I would. So, okay. We have 10 minutes left? This fucking giraffe
has not shown up.
The whole point of us being here, where the fuck were we last? Oh, we exited the quantum realm.
Correct, because everything was safe.
Well,
no, I don't know if you watched the end of the show. We got dusted from the snap.
Well, the snap,
and then the Hulk fixed it.
But the Hulk spoiler. You can spoil their endgame now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Listen, it was okay.
I saw it 3 times.
I know you did, you mark.
I know. I saw it 3 fucking times. It was funny. I ran into somebody who knew the 3rd time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. And I thought it was scandalous or anything. Although there's like one like kind of funny thing. I'm gonna say this. It was just like a general like moviegoer feedback to y'all. You know, I got nothing against people who bring kids.
Well, that's good because I fucking bring kids.
We all just went to a movie.
Yeah,
and I kind of laughed at the chair that they were kicking. So, but like I do believe that like. Don't go to the movie with your child and then give them a phone to play with.
Oh, no.
So, like, we're sitting there at the movie, and it's maybe, like, midway through. And, like, all throughout the movie there, because it was, like, a week after the movie had come out.
Right.
So, like,
all the fans were there.
All the fans. Well, no. Like, this was kind of, like, the people who just waited.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have been multiple viewers at this point.
No, because this was all like people bringing their kids and like kids in like their like 10, 11, 12, like that kind of age. So there was like all throughout the first half of the movie, there were like all these little murmurs and stuff. Like you could hear people like getting up and moving around and like sitting back down. And like at one point, like I can kind of hear something like in the distance. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't really think anything of it. And then like it's still going. I'm like, is somebody watching a video on their phone? And all of a sudden, I just hear this woman go, "Could you please turn that off? We're trying to watch a movie."
Oh, my God.
And I was like, yep, nope. Somebody 100% gave their kid their cell phone or tablet and just let their kid watch videos.
That's
like with no headphones. I'm like, the balls you have to have to do that.
There's a special place in hell.
Yeah. You don't become a ghost. You just,
listen.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I've noticed this a lot because I'm a parent.
Right.
Other parents suck. Like, I take my daughter to piano lessons every Thursday.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Because she goes in the piano lesson, and I have to sit in the waiting room with the fucking worst people on the face of the
You don't like just fuck off for an hour?
No, because I'm a fucking responsible adult. And I'm not going to leave my daughter with strangers.
Fair. That's very fair.
But
I'm not going to argue.
I get punished for being responsible because I have to deal with these fucking awful people.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and I got my phone, obviously, because I'm a fucking adult, and I'm playing video poker.
There you go.
And, just to pass the time. Yeah. And this fat fucking guy.
Jesus Christ.
He walks in, and he's got two kids with him that are both going to piano lessons. Well, guess what? They can't go at the same time. So one has to go, come out, and then the other one has to go and have their lesson. Now, keep in mind, they're half an hour lesson. So that dude's there for an hour.
Sure.
That's his evening. But he's a fucking prick. And not only is he prick, but, I don't like to judge people besides calling them pricks. But, like...
You let them act first.
Like, listen. You're a shitty parent. And here's why. Guy walks in. He's got a bag of donuts.
A bag?
A bag of donuts.
Okay. Now, follow-up question, because I feel like this is important.
Yeah.
Is this a branded bag? Like it's the bag the donuts were sold in, or is this just a loose Wegmans bag filled with yesterday's donuts?
Day-old donuts?
Donuts.
It is Dunkin'.
Okay, so it's like a bag of Dunkin' Donuts. Okay.
So,
Reasonable.
So he comes in, and keep in mind, like, I'm watching, I have to see these fucking people every week. So, like, I'm getting to know them. Like, he has an older son and a younger daughter. The younger daughter is sweet as can be, and I feel horrible because she doesn't get a prayer.
Okay.
The son is just as fucking awful as the father. Okay? So we're in there, and he's got his bag of donuts, and the daughter goes in first to say. So now I'm left in the fucking waiting room with the fucking terrible dude and the terrible son.
Right.
Which is, I wish they would have reversed that, and then I would have been the hell out of there. So they're there, and this kid is off the wall. He's just walking. He's flopping on the floor. He's tapping piano keys. He's doing, like, they have a chessboard. He's knocking pieces over, the whole thing. And then he goes, Dad, give me a donut. And Dad goes, no. He goes, Dad, give me a donut. And he goes, no. Dad, give me a donut. He goes, no. And then he just walks over and snatches the bag from his dad.
Bruh.
Snatches the bag from his dad, reaches in, grabs the donut, and eats it. And the dad goes, okay, but just that one.
Oh, it's parenting at its best.
And I'm watching it and just like, oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy that makes the kid that picks on my kid. Because,
shit. Yeah, man.
Because you don't know how to tell your kid no. So your kid's going to go into the world and not know how to deal.
The kid isn't being taught responsibility and how to properly go about getting stuff that he wants.
Right. So, and then so that happens, and then the kid's off the wall now because he's had sugar.
He's got a sugar high.
Sugar high on top of already being over the top kid.
Right.
And then so he's just smashing shit. Like, he's knocking shit over. He's knocking into stuff. And the dad's just like, come sit down. And he's like, no. And he just keeps going. And he's like, get over here. And he's like, no. And then he's like, come on, come over here. And then he goes, no. And the dad just gives up and starts looking at his phone. Like, no regard for the people who run the place, all their property that's getting destroyed by their kid. Like... And I'm just like, you suck. You are a horrible person.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, man.
That's my every Thursday.
That's your every Thursday.
That is my every Thursday. So, just so you know,
yeah.
If you ever have kids,
yeah,
your kids will be wonderful.
I hope so.
Everyone else's will suck.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, we're here every Wednesday. Every single Wednesday.
Well,
like 90% of the time. like we'll be honest, like 90%. Like, sometimes we just have better shit to do. Like we'll be honest with you. So there are times where we just don't want to do this, but we often do it because we know.
I want to do this.
I mean, I want to do it too.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just trying to tell a bullshit story. But we're here 90% of every Wednesday.
Ready and raring to go.
Ready and in what?
Raring to go.
Raring?
Raring to go.
What's that?
I don't know. It's like one of them wives' tales.
What he said. And you can get a hold of us by following us on social media. Whatever platform you like, it's all the same. Brainwreck Show.
Are you ending early?
We're gonna be done in 4 minutes because we're gonna do the sign off and you're gonna plug. See, I had a process. We're gonna do the sign off. You're gonna plug your stuff coming up.
Yes.
And then we'll say, watch us next week. We might have some cool shit going on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start over. Is that okay? Is that okay with you, Art?
Oh, how dare you, sir?
You got a choice. You want to be Art or you want to be Ringo?
Ringo.
Okay.
100%.
I'll let you
Ringo.
be Lennon too if you want.
No, he's dead.
Oh,
he's dead as fuck.
But he's a ghost.
Yeah, but like, listen. We've got all of eternity to be ghosts.
Yeah.
We're going to be alive for what, like 50 years?
Yeah, but like, think of all the cool shit you can do if you're a ghost.
Yeah, we've got all the rest of eternity to do that.
Yeah.
Because we're all going to die.
And there's more dead people than alive.
He's not wrong, folks. And you think we've got a population problem.
Look at the spirit world.
Well, that's just, okay. Now,
go ahead.
Now,
Let's go.
Is that the point of space?
What? Is space the spirit world?
No, space is like, because it's infinite, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of creatures and motherfuckers who die.
I think at one point in my life I would have been like, yeah, that's how that works, but I don't think it is. I think it's kind of like what the MCU is trying to do right now with like creating multiverses.
Uh-huh.
Like the multiverse is a spirit world in itself.
Okay.
Or the spirit world is like it's like a universe.
It's like a dimension.
It's like another reality.
Okay.
And you die, you go to a different reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily like, I'll say it's, fuck it. I'm just going to throw it out there. It's not like necessarily up or down or left or right.
It's through.
It's just, I like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Brainwreck Show on all social media channels. brainwreckshow@gmail.com. You have something coming up.
I have something coming up. We have something coming up.
We have something coming up.
Yes.
I will be there.
Because you
roped me into this.
You are hitting the road.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, I have something for you, by the way.
Is it a poster of a racist movie?
Fuck you, by the way. You know what? I told you this as soon as I got home. I stepped foot into my apartment after doing the show last week, and all I hear is just, no. No. And I'm like, but like he put it in a frame and everything.
I put a lot of effort into
it. It is in my office. However, it is not hung up.
It's leaning against the wall.
It is leaning again. It is in between a shelving unit and the wall, with the poster itself facing the wall.
But it's in the office.
It's in the office nonetheless. So, go ahead and tell them what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. So, we're taking the book on the road.
The book's going on the road. Which book is that?
So that would be The Devil Within, my comic book, self-published comic book.
Self-published.
Did it myself.
This motherfucker goes out and gets shit done.
I wish it was coming in. So we're going to the very famous Heroes Con.
Yeah.
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
I have never been to either.
To Heroes Con?
Or Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, have you been to North Carolina?
No.
No?
For some reason, I thought that was implied, but I guess not.
Well, you could have, like, drove through it or something.
I never drove through.
Okay, it's very hilly.
So it's like the opposite of Pennsylvania, where it's very, like, plainy.
Yeah, but, like, Pennsylvania's got those mountains and shit. And rocks
yeah, but
and stuff.
Pennsylvania's boring.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to go there.
No.
Right. It's like... No, I didn't have it.
But anyways, tell me what you're doing.
Anyway, so yeah, we're going to Heroes Con with The Devil Within.
Right.
It is from June 14th through the 16th, right over Father's Day weekend.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, okay. I did not know that. I also just remembered Mother's Day is Sunday. I'm in trouble. Go ahead.
Well, so
I'm going to have a great week.
At least I will be in Charlotte, apparently. But
okay, no, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be there with my comic book. We'll be having by that time issue 2.
Issue number 2
will be in and will be on the table along with issue number 1. We just got some great books back from CGC.
Oh.
Some nice graded books if that's your thing. Those will be the first chance to buy them will be at Heroes Con that weekend.
Get on the ground floor.
Ground floor.
Yeah.
So we got free stickers at the table. We got a raffle for a con exclusive one-of-a-kind poster that'll be at the table. So if you are in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you are going to that convention, be sure to find us in Artist Alley.
And hey, you know, North Carolina's kind of the South. We might have another poster to raffle.
Not at my table.
So, do the goddamn sign off.
Okay. So, and also, if you do want to pre-order issue 2, you can still do that on my website, which is devilwithincomic.com. So please check that out. But for this week, I've been Jason. Oh, hold on. I'm not ready.
Go ahead. Do it again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do it again.
Yeah. So for this week, I've been Jason Ash.
I'm Kevin Grant.
And this has been Brain
The
Wreck.
fuck is this giraffe, guys?